Hello and welcome to this edition of the Iron 5. My name is Lance Hatch and I'm the Superintendent of Iron County School District. And today I'll share with you some of the great things that are happening in the district. We are dedicated to working hard to solve problems and ease divisions by treating everyone with dignity. Now here's the Iron 5. Number 1, students were deeply engaged in science at Escalante Valley Elementary as they learned about structures and functions of plants and animals. A biologist from the Museum of Utah visited with the 4th grade students to teach them about Utah plants and animals. She explained that in biology, students need to observe and ask questions. The class was able to put these ideas into action as they sketched their observations in a science notebook, collaborated within their assigned groups, and held discussions as a class as to what was discovered. By the end of the lesson, students were able to determine a lot about plants through lines, patterns, and discussing the various ways in which seeds could travel. Additionally, they were able to establish if animals were carnivores, omnivores, or herbivores by observing teeth found in skulls. Number 2. The author of the popular Michael Vey series made a visit to Canyon View Middle School. Richard Paul Evans has written 36 nationally best-selling books, including The Christmas Box, which later became a movie. He shared a message about seeing our own uniqueness as superpowers. He encouraged students to persevere in spite of obstacles and struggles. Mr. Evans was inspirational. He even stayed around after the assembly and autographed copies of his books for students. Number 3. In Mrs. Kerrigan's middle school orchestra class, students paired up to help each other to read their music. Mrs. Kerrigan prepares Cedar Middle School students for the Cedar High Orchestra program. At the high school, the orchestra students worked through a day of sectionals. One of our Iron County School District values is collaboration, and these students are practicing this value while making music. Number 4. Volunteers from around the county came together to acknowledge September as Constitution Month by conducting a live and recorded reading of the entire U.S. Constitution. The volunteers met at the Cedar City Council chambers and took turns reading sections of the Constitution. People around the county tuned in live and others watched the recording. Classroom teachers used the event as a way to facilitate discussions about the U.S. Constitution in their classes. You can watch this event by searching Cedar City Constitution Reading on YouTube. Number 5. We have had our first 4 recipients of the Iron Strong Award. Colleen Comp and James Brady from Cedar Middle School, Janelle Lacey from Three Peaks Elementary, and Rebecca Nelson from Three Peaks Preschool were all nominated by someone who recognized the exceptional work they do and their impact on students. They each received an award certificate and some ICSD swag. If you know a teacher or staff member who has made a positive impact that you believe should be acknowledged, you can use this QR code to submit a nomination. We'll end this video with a clip from the Richard Paul Evans Assembly at Canyon View Middle School. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with others, and let's ease divisions and solve problems by treating everyone with dignity.
Everyone in here today has a superpower. Now, the thing is, you might not have discovered it yet. Okay, so in fact, I was in Ohio, and I was asking the kids. I go, go ahead, come up and tell me. But I was telling them, come up and tell me what your superpower is. And I remember this kid. He was like this tall and this wide, and he looked tough. I thought he came up, he's like this. He looked like the Hulk. And I thought he was going to say, I beat up people, right? He walks up, and I go, what's your superpower? And he goes, I can make babies laugh. And I thought that was the best superpower I had ever heard. But remember, when I was your age, I was feeling like something was wrong with me. I was feeling different. But I found something that I liked to write. And when I wrote things, people thought they were funny or smart or good. And so I started to write more and more. And I spent a lot of time alone. And in doing that, I kept writing. Do you have a superpower? You're just like doing that? Okay. And so I just kept writing. And pretty soon I found like some of the popular kids were writing for student body president. And one said to me, do you want to write my skit? And I soon found that my superpower was opening doors for me. And it made things better and better. And then I went to high school, and I wrote for the school newspaper, and then I went to college, and I wrote for the college newspaper. And then I joined an ad agency, and I started to write ads on TV commercials and radio advertisements. And I started to win awards. And then I wrote my first book. And that just exploded. It's a book called The Christmas Box. And all of a sudden, guess what? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm famous. I'm in thousands of magazines.